Latest on the discussion surrounding public parks continues to make its way through the Augusta Richmond County Commission.
And this afternoon, they were presented with the results of a study surrounding many public parks in the county.
Fox 54's Daniel Matasiewicz looking into that for us. He was at that committee meeting today. Daniel joins us live to tell us what was discussed. Daniel.
Yeah, Kim, Trent, well, the entire commission seems to agree that not all parks should continue to receive the time and attention they're currently getting. The primary debate seems to surround how fast these discussions should proceed. During Tuesday's Public Services Committee meeting, the Augusta Richmond County Commission was presented with a deep analysis of public parks in the county, including factors like size, condition, proximity to other parks, and usage.
I think we need to take a more thorough list, and as we review these parks, the ones that need to be updated, the ones that are under consideration for potentially being eliminated. I think as we look at the list, we have to see which ones work best for the community and move from there.
These findings include cameras that have been taking pictures every 15 minutes 24/7 for over a month, leading to hundreds of thousands of data points on park usage all over Richmond County.
There are some parks that are very rarely used. You know, there are some areas that we need to hone in on. But I'm interested in seeing what the potential cost savings would be if, in fact, we divested from parks that have historically just not been used. But my opinion still is the same, is that if we expect people to use our parks, we ought to invest in them.
However, Commissioner Don Clark reminded his fellow commissioners that they are still in the early stages of this analysis.
This is a very in-progress situation. I don't want the narrative, because I've gotten calls about this, and I'm sure the colleagues have as well, with folks saying, hey, you guys are shutting down parks right now. Right now, we're trying to develop the cost analysis and the assessments of feasibility, and that also means measuring the usability of our parks as well.
Mayor Garnett Johnson says he's open to the idea of giving smaller parks back to the neighborhoods themselves.
I know there's a robust discussion about some of the neighborhood parks that perhaps we could turn over to the neighborhoods. I know we've had some discussions about those, and I think that's perhaps a good starting point to where the city could move along with reallocating those to neighborhoods that could better address taking care of them and making sure that they're secure. And I'm fine with having those conversations, but some of the parks that are in some of these essential neighborhoods where they're continuing to be utilized, I think it's important that we closely review that list before we make any decisions.
And an analysis on the potential cost savings of eliminating certain parks is set to be presented at the next Public Services Committee meeting, which is scheduled for November 25th. For now, reporting live in Augusta, I'm Daniel Matasiewicz, Fox 54, working for you.